Hello New Zealand, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. Well, we're tracking 4 weather features at the moment. Number 1 is the remnants of an ex-cyclone which is coming towards New Zealand very early, before the season even starts. But don't worry, this is not a cyclone, it's just the heavy rain left over from it, and 90% of it looks to be out at sea, but we're going to talk about it briefly. There is a new typhoon that has formed. It's heading towards Japan again. We're going to talk about that. There's a drying out trend going on around parts of New Zealand now. November's weather pattern has arrived over a month early, so we're going to look at that, and also a cold snap on the way next week for some parts of New Zealand. So let's get into it with Thursday's weather map, and you can see the remnants of this Excyclone forming into a new low, but the air pressure is not very deep and it's surrounded by high air pressure. So this is about as big and as bad as it's going to get. There is a burst of very heavy rain. That's really the reason why I'm talking about it. There is a chance for some rain, and it might just smudge into Northland on Thursday, but I doubt many others will get it. In fact, Thursday is looking like a pretty warm day. I feel like I've said that a lot this year, warmer than average. And again, anything with the gold to red colouring, that indicates warmer than average. In other words, just about everyone on the map, just a few coastal fringe areas which are normal. And then at night time, a little cooler inland around some parts of the North Island, but the general trend remains warmer than average. So we get to Friday, and that remnants of that Ex-cyclone out to the northeast of us. It is drifting away from us already. There's high pressure behind it, kind of pushing it away or guiding it just out to the east. But just keep an eye, it might brush East Cape and Hawke's Bay. I mean, it's close enough to be noticing that, but most other places look pretty calm on Friday. Saturday doesn't look a lot different either. Mostly settled with high pressure, a couple of shower risks here and there. Otherwise, it is settled and calm. And Sunday looks very similar as well. This is a risk of showers. It's not a wet day, just means there could be a few showers, and there is a late little southerly change coming through for you in Southland as well. That'll bring in a temperature drop and a few showers for you. Then into next week, Monday looks like this. There's a fair bit of high pressure still stuck around the country. A bit of a southwest breeze blowing through. And that brings me to the next point. There is a cold change coming next week. It looks like it'll be around Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. Then in comes the high, and we might be getting frost back around the South Island as that change comes through. So next Wednesday and Thursday look a little bit wintry in some parts of New Zealand. All right, let's go to the Northern Hemisphere now, and we've got a new storm. It is called Typhoon Ray, and it is heading towards, once again, the same sort of places, the southern parts of Japan, and this time maybe a little bit further over towards Korea. So it's one to keep an eye on. When you look at it on the animated map, it is another big, powerful storm brushing past the northern part of the Philippines. The good news is they're not likely to get a direct impact, and hopefully it'll turn before Taiwan, but again, South Korea, Japan, both run a risk of another serious major storm at the end of this week. This will be Japan's, I think, 3rd typhoon in a row. So that is a little bit concerning, but hopefully they will get through it okay, especially if it goes between the two nations and remains mostly out at sea. Just wanted to update you on that. So a lot going on around New Zealand and around the world. We'll keep you updated. Our next update will be on Thursday.